Hey all, welcome back to another Zephyr Wellness YouTube video. My name is Jake, and I wanted to address something today that has to do with the way that we communicate. What I'm noticing lately is this overwhelming use of the phrase I feel, and specifically I feel like, and this is something that we probably have programmed into us as children in elementary school, or maybe it comes from counseling or something that's teaching how to take ownership and personal possession of what statement is about to follow by saying it's an I statement, I feel. The problem is use of the word feel. So language is very powerful, and when we express something out loud, it attaches a lot of significance and meaning to it. If you've watched some of the other videos on emotional functioning, you'll know that thinking, which comes from the frontal part of the brain, and feeling, which comes from the middle/rear part of the brain, are completely different zones. And it's really difficult to have them both operate simultaneously. So when we're in thinking mode, there's not a lot of emotion going on, whereas if we're very emotional, there's not a lot of reason transacting. That being said, we want to be very articulate with our language and be very careful and accurate in the way that we express things. So if I say I feel, what better follow is a feeling. So that could be an emotional feeling of fear, or anger, or sadness, shame, guilt, disgust, contempt, happiness, or a physiological feeling of hot, cold, hungry, having to go pee, something like that. So if I say I feel or I feel like, and then what follows is not a feeling but a thought, what I end up doing is handcuffing myself and being able to do anything about it. We all know that we can change our thoughts. I can change my mind, I can change my ideas, I can change my beliefs, I can have those things challenged. And it's easier to have them challenged if I hold to them loosely rather than clinging to them very desperately as though they're part of my identity. That point aside, they can be changed. We cannot change what we feel. So your experience of sadness is just that, it's sad. And in the brain, it only takes about 3 to 9 seconds before that sadness goes away, and then you return to a reason-based, thinking-based function. So what we do is if we say, I feel, and what follows is a feeling or an idea or a belief or an interpretation or an impression or a sense or anything else that's not a feeling, what we've essentially done is said, I can't do anything about it. This is what I feel, you can't challenge it, and I can't change it. Well, that's inherently inaccurate, especially if we say something like, I feel like this room is the wrong color. Well, that's not a feeling, and I can leave that up for debate. I can open my mind up to changing what I believe about the room being the wrong color by, say, inviting in an interior decorator, somebody who knows things about colors, and then I can receive that information, I can consider it, and then I can weave it into my own belief system or my ideas or the way that I view the world. But as long as I say, I feel, that's unassailable. I can't do anything to change it, no matter what kind of evidence is presented. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I've seen a lot through social media recently, from about the middle part of the campaign all the way through the election, and especially now as people have started to take their corners. And I just think that's unhealthy for human interaction in itself, but I'm not going to go down that road in this video. When people stake their claim based on a belief system, what they essentially do is they say, these are my beliefs and you need to comply with my beliefs. I don't want to change to go over to your side, as if there are sides anyway. But making it worse is to say, I feel, because what it does is it says, I can't do anything to change what I feel. But really what you're doing is you're not feeling, you're believing. You're having an idea, you're expressing a thought, you're expressing a worldview, all of which can be changed if we get some evidence from one side or the other that moves us off of that. Now, of course, we want to hold lightly and we want to hold loosely to our beliefs so that they can be changed, so that we can have compromise. We want to move more toward the middle and away from the ends. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of people stuck in the ends, and there's a lot of firing back and forth, and a lot of ugliness, and a lot of nastiness. So my invitation to you listening now is to watch your I feels, because chances are what follows is not a feeling, it's a thought. And if you do that, then you don't have your mind open to be able to change. This does not also, by the way, discount experiences. So if I say I feel like, and what I'm doing is making a comparison, I feel like I'm stuck in a rainstorm, or I feel like I'm stuck in a blizzard, or I feel like my some other experience. I feel like I just won a championship, because then what you're doing is you're drawing a comparison to an emotional experience that you may have had before. But stuck is not a feeling, overwhelmed is not a feeling, frustrated is not a feeling. They're ideas, they're interpretations, and I can get more into this in the emotion video. So in the meantime, please watch your I feels and make sure that what follows is a feeling, whether it's a physiological feeling or an emotional feeling. And if it's not, then I invite you to say, I believe, I think, I have an idea, it seems to me, or it appears to me, or I have this general overall impression, because all those things can be debated and we can move off it. And then what we do is we move into less argumentation and a little bit more compromise. So if you like this video and you want to see some more, check out more of the YouTube channel, go to our website at zephyrwellness.org, or just pick up the phone and make an appointment, call the office. Thanks, and I wish you all good mental health.